He has two sections that are connected together by using only one pin. He has a crane with a hook attached to a back section. He also has a mouth to give him emotions. Have you guessed what model I am referring to? It is Lofty. So yeah, this model is definitely is a lot more different to when you saw it on LEGO Digital Design for the last time you saw this model, since there's been a lot of cases in the model's life where I have not been happy with the way it looked. So I had to do some changes, and there's a change that's currently going to go on, and that is why I'm going to explain why there's gears in the shot. So this gear here is a worm gear. Now currently Lofty's crane is not strong enough with the friction, so it's just gonna flop all the way down like that, and that's not good. Also, it'd be really cool to have a function where you could use one of these worm gears, place it in the back of Lofty, and then add either this gear or this gear and have this one be stuck solid to the crane, to the boom, and this will be rotating that, which means the boom will go up. In an extension there, I don't think it's possible due to the fact of the limited amount of space, and with the new operation with Lofty's crane part, that's also going to be even more limited, so unfortunately an extension in the crane is just not going to happen. But string that goes all the way through, so there's going to be wind up string in there. There'll be like either a blue gear or something in there that you turn and it'll wind up, so it'll be hidden inside there. Goes all the way and then hooks to that, so when you wind that will go down or up, depending on which way you rotate it. Lofty's mouth also has had a bit of a change, since it's more of a smile, since you added one extra tile on top of that 1x2 tile. Now yes, as you can see, that is a 1x2 tile, and a 1x1 tile is stuck on top of that. So you're probably wondering, how on earth does that work? Well, due to the fact that you need a 1x1 skinny to sit there, and then you need 4 more 1x1 tiles in dark azure, or whatever that word is. It's like that really complicated word to say. Azura, I think so. And yeah, so I wasn't patient enough, so I simply got some blue tack, stuck it at the bottom of that, and stuck it on top of that 1x2 tile, in case you guys have spotted that. So yes, eventually that will be replaced with a 1x1 skinny, so then it can attach that properly without you having to use blue tack. So that is possible, it's not illegal. I was also thinking this model could look quite nice in LEGO Ideas. So since I am 16 turning 17 this year, sometime in October, I reckon you'd have to be 16 over, which I am currently 16 over, which is great. So I can actually submit LEGO Ideas or LEGO models to LEGO Ideas. So I'll tell you guys whether or not this Lofty is going to be submitted to LEGO Ideas, because this Lofty is not a legal building. It is all 100% all real LEGO. Nothing's illegal about it. It is all completely accurate, or completely correct, if that makes any sense. So this Lofty has quite a few functions. The first one is this hook part. To get over to the hook, you see the hook isn't just solid, it actually rotates. So you can push that, and that's going to go up and down, swing back and forth, which is really cool. Another one is Lofty's front can turn back and forth due to there being a rotation in the middle. That crane is always so annoying, which we gotta find a way how to fix that. And there's Lofty's length for you. And of course, as you saw, Lofty's crane can move back and forth as well as up and down. So yeah, Lofty has a few functions. And to get the angle that I wanted for Lofty, you see that's the connection piece there. And unfortunately, it doesn't exist in blue, so we had to do that in dark blue. So it does disturb the look of Lofty a little bit, but it's not too bad. I also made the roof overhang just like in the real Lofty, which I'll probably show you a picture as well. And there's supposed to be a brick in here as well, but since we don't have it, unfortunately, it has to stay like that as it is. And you can also see another situation where it happens at the back, because we didn't have any more of them. But the rest of Lofty is all complete, and you maybe, if you know Bob the Builder, the original, obviously don't watch the new one, terrible. Yeah, Lofty has blue wheels. And unfortunately, the blue wheels I'm looking for do not exist. So we've got to wait till that part eventually comes in blue, hopefully, if that ever happens, fingers crossed. So then Lofty can finally have blue wheels. So maybe later on in the future of this channel, if we're lucky, Lofty may have blue wheels eventually. But I got no promises. So yeah, that is basically Lofty right there. So Lofty was a very fun build to put together. Also, there is going to be a ladder placed on the opposite side of Lofty. So if I rotate him or turn him, right, he's getting too close to the camera. Yeah, there you go. In the show, there's a little ladder that goes there. Since once again we don't have those parts, we have to leave that blank for now. And Lofty did have an issue before being very weak, so I changed that. Now Lofty's nice and strong in the front, which is great. Exactly what we're looking for. So yeah, so plenty of good things about Lofty. Now Lofty technically has steering, but it doesn't really work that well on carpet. If you're trying to drive straight, Lofty's front is just going to continue to want to swerve back and forth, and it's really going to get annoying, and you're going to end up going around in circles. So that's not exactly what you want. Lofty's a little bit out of shot. There we go. And yeah. So yeah, Lofty was a very complicated model, mostly because it was difficult to get Lofty to look good. I could probably show you an old photo of Lofty, and then you can see what I mean by how Lofty has changed since the last time you've seen him on camera. So either way, Lofty, I'm pretty happy with the way Lofty turned out. There's also a new model that I'm going to build from Bob the Builder. It's going to be MOC. If you know who MOC is. MOC is basically that red, kind of like dump truck on Caterpillar wheels that has a bucket at the front. Yeah, hopefully you know what I'm talking about. So yeah, I'm also going to build MOC, and these are the extra parts I'm going to use to be able to put that into a rotating function gear that you can actually position or pose Lofty with his crane up in the air instead of, unfortunately, like that. I would show you that it can't support the weight, but if I do that, it will mess up the roof, so yeah. Don't want to do that too hard. So yeah, and with Lofty, I could potentially make this into a full-on blue plate, get a sticker. It's a white sticker, then put a little dot of black in the center, and make sure the sticker's not the full width of how wide the Lofty's eye is, and stick that sticker on so there's a little bit of blue showing on the outside, and the rest of the model, the eyepiece, will be blue. So that way, stickers are still allowed to be used, but unfortunately, doing that will mean it will no longer be able to be on LEGO Ideas. So I'm going to have to stick with this eye design, but in the future, there could potentially be a sticker for Lofty's eyes, since that may look better. Also putting a sticker there with the crack going through Lofty's mouth, that representing the bottom half of his lip and the top half of his mouth as well. That could also help to make Lofty look even better as well. But overall, I'm really happy with how Lofty turned out. And yeah, there's quite a few upgradations installed for this guy later on in the future. So what did you guys think of this beautiful model? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Put your thoughts down below in the comments, and I'll hopefully make sure to read them. And Comets may not be available straight away, but I will try my best to get them available, since, like I mentioned in earlier videos, comets just like to be a pain in the butt and disable them even when I enable them. And it's really annoying, so if you guys know how to fix that, then that would be great if you could tell me down below in the comments. So yeah, that is Lofty from Bob the Builder. So I hope you guys have all enjoyed this little video review. And one more thing to show you guys, I'll be back. I have a little Lofty. So yeah, that's what they look like side by side. How Lofty is supposed to look. And I think I did a fairly good job. And now you see what I mean by making that eyepiece completely blue and putting a white sticker with a little black dot in the center for Lofty's eyes. And yes, the roof does overhang, as you can see there. So yeah, and blue wheels, you can see. But anyways, I hope you guys have all enjoyed, and I hope to see you guys all next time. Bye!